You and I, we make this beloved circle whole. So come and join in. We've been waiting for you. Let's begin in love and in openness to grow our faith, especially as we move through this muddy time and know that sometimes faith is a struggle. So let's rise up in body or in spirit and spiral in, and then sing out with gathered here, especially the part of the song about in the struggle and in the power. Here we go.
So I was led to nonviolence for deep moral reasons. And I turned to it because I felt that it was the morally excellent way to deal with the problem of racial injustice in our country.
There is no freedom, the wise man said, let justice roll down when the poor cry out for shelter and bread. Let justice roll down like a mighty stream. Oh, children, don't you get weary? Walk together, believe in the dream. When the way gets rough, we'll make a new way. Let justice roll down like a mighty stream. Hatred will never drive out hate. Let love roll down, roll down. Remember, our hearts can make us great. Let love roll down like a mighty stream. Oh, children, don't you get weary? Walk together, believe in the dream. When the way gets rough, we'll make a new way. And let your love roll down like a mighty stream. When brutality threatens our daughters and sons, let peace roll down, roll down. May our voices rise up louder than the guns. Let peace roll down like a mighty stream. Oh, children, don't you get weary? Walk together, believe in the dream. When the way gets rough, we'll make a new way. And let peace roll down like a mighty stream. Step by step, one by one, let justice roll down, roll down. They can kill the prophet, but the dream lives on. Let justice roll down like a mighty stream. Oh, children, don't you get weary? Walk together, believe in the dream. When the way gets rough, we'll make a new way. Let justice roll down like a mighty stream.
I turned to it because I felt that it was the morally excellent way to deal with the problem of racial injustice in our country.
Gather here in the mystery of the hour. Gather here in one strong body. Gather here in the struggle and the power. Spirit, draw near. Gather here in the mystery of the hour. Gather here in one strong body. Gather here in the struggle and the power. Spirit, draw near.
And now let us together light the flame of our faith. Imani's going to lead us. Life is a gift for which we are grateful. We gather in community to celebrate the glories and the mysteries of this great gift. Offering to serve. We begin by making a chalice with our hands, or a bigger one like this, whichever you're comfortable with, and we focus on being grateful for all the things that we have in ourselves. So breathing in and breathing out. What can you be grateful for in this moment that you possess in yourself? What qualities, capacities, abilities, what gifts are you feeling blessed with right now in your own self? And expanding that to all the people and beings that you know. To be able to be grateful right now for something someone said or did, for a community that you can belong to, for a connection that you have that makes you feel loved and supported, or challenges you in some way that helps you grow. Breathing in and breathing out. And what gifts of the natural world are with you in the interdependent web of life? What beauty, what food, what capacity in nature allows you to live this life you have at the moment. For all of those gifts, we breathe in and breathe out. So, having gathered all of this gratefulness of all of these gifts and blessings within ourselves, within our communities and others, and with the entire web of life, we gather that gratitude and we make an offering or intention to serve, opening up ourselves. What do we intend to or serve with today that can spread those blessings far and wider than just ourselves? Let's imagine those possibilities and commit to serving the world in some way with all that we've been given. May it be so. For our moment of inquiry today, I have a question for you that I talked with Annabelle about. And that is, what do you think would happen if somebody your age decided that, you know what, life should just be all about what makes things easy for me and what's convenient for me, and I get to enjoy it, and that's how it should be? Here's one way that Annabelle answered this question, a consequence of that kind of behavior and that attitude.
Annabelle, do you remember when we went and cleaned up the lake in the spring?
Mm-hmm.
What do you remember we found?
I remember we found like 14 shoes, I think like 10 plastic bottles, one huge thing of styrofoam, a few like small things of styrofoam, many plastic bags, and a lot of trash that takes a while to decompose or never decomposes.
Okay. So that sounds like there were a lot of things that had to do with convenience, like for people to, so people could have fun and go out on the lake and like have their food with them. What do you think it says about people's convenience versus the quality of keeping the lake healthy?
Well, it shows that people don't really realize that what they're doing, which is having fun, and then forgetting about their stuff and throwing it overboard, it can mess up the whole ecosystem.
Yeah, that's hard to see, isn't it, Annabelle? Mm-hmm. So people thinking like they don't have to give back at all, they don't have to work at that relationship, and they can just do what they want, right? And it's all about convenience and what's good and what feels good for me. instead of actually taking care of what's called mutuality, give and take in a relationship. And sometimes that means we struggle and we work so that that can be in right relationship. Here's a story that Calla is going to share with us about a child who's really lazy and just wants to whine and complain about everything and wants an easy treasure in his life.
Once upon a time, there was an old man who lived on a farm. That old man had one son. His name was Kerselbeck, which means lazy. The son was really lazy, capricious, and disobedient, but he had a dream: to find buried treasure and live without any problems. Time passed very quickly. That boy grew up and turned into a strong and slender young man, but the young man was still lazy, and Kerselbeck kept thinking about that treasure. His father thought, "The boy will be spoiled. It is time to help him get out of trouble." "My son," he started. "I'm listening, Dad," answered the son. "Do you see that huge hill behind our field?" "Yeah, I see." "So, a long time ago on that hill lived a rich man. Everybody was talking about his great possessions, even people who lived in other countries. That rich man died a long time ago, but what you are dreaming about is exactly under the hill. By the time of rich man's death, he buried all his treasure. So now you can see, my son, this treasure was intended for you. The only thing to do is to take a spade and dig it up." 10 days on end, Kerselbeck was working non-stop. At the 11th day, there was only an empty space left, but Kerselbeck found no treasure. He became angry and immediately ran to his father. "Why did you deceive me?" he cried out. "There was neither gold nor silver." "The treasure is exactly in that place, but to get it, you should grow cotton at the bottom of the hill." The son accepted his father's advice, and it is a bare truth that cotton brought a rich harvest. Kerselbeck got very cheerful. His dreams came true. Every day from dawning to sunset, Kerselbeck began to work in the field.
So in response to this story, I'm going to invite us to just take some time this morning to move and do some working out with your body while I play this music. Just like you could make motions of like working in the garden, you could make motions of cleaning something up, or you can just let your body do some working out. One thing this story has to teach me is a reminder about that mutual give and take, and how important it is that we not get into this mindset, because our culture makes us think this way sometimes, right? That we should have convenience and we should have ease and we should have comfort all the time, when that's not the experience of life at all for a lot of people. So being in right relationship means that as people of faith, we need to respect that web of life and also contribute. The teachings in the Humanist Manifesto tell us that in order for us to be happy, truly happy, we need to be contributing to that benefit of everybody. We don't need to look or listen very far to understand that we have a role in helping to keep that web of life strong so that every person can be free and who they are, right? So whether that's in our family, just helping out and giving and receiving, or whether it's in our wider system. This week, the last few weeks, we've had people being hateful towards Asian people. We've had people being killed by guns. We've had, again, the protesting in our city about the death of Daniel Prude, and still that not being in right relationship. So there's so many things that as Unitarian Universalists, we can work on. So here's to share a little bit about it is Harley. He talks about this kind of work. Here he is.
All right, let's work towards it. And if we all work together to create this community that actively works to dismantle racism within ourselves and within the wider community, like that's a crucial step to creating a world where no one's afraid, no one has to feel less than anyone else, and everyone's seen as equal. And I really stand for that.
So for our responsive affirmation today, Reverend Margulies going to share a reading. And it's really about remembering to plant seeds wherever we are, in whatever ways we can. And so our response will be, as sure as the wind, my siblings, and as sure as the rain, and as sure as the sun does shine, we will raise our songs again. So the original of this song says sisters, but I wanted to be more gender inclusive. So we'll say siblings because we want to include all of us. And Ada's going to help us sing along. This is how the response goes. And then Reverend Margulies will begin.
Sure as the wind, my siblings, and sure as the rain, sure as the sun does shine, we will raise our songs again.
Now is the accepted time, not tomorrow or some more convenient season. It is today that our best work can be done.
Sure as the wind, my siblings, and sure as the rain, sure as the sun does shine, we will raise our songs again.
Not some future day or future year. It is today that we fit ourselves for the greater usefulness of tomorrow.
Sure as the wind, my siblings, and sure as the rain, sure as the sun does shine, we will raise our songs again.
Today is the seed time. Now are the hours of work, and tomorrow comes the harvest and the playtime. W.E.B. Du Bois.
Sure as the wind, my siblings, and sure as the rain, sure as the sun does shine, we will raise our songs again.
Great big love from church. And we know that if we continue to work together, we are stronger together. And we can get a lot of work done towards that fairness and justice we want to see in the world. So Oksana's going to take us out with We Are Building a New Way. Bye for now. I'll see you next time on Easter.
We are building a new way. We are building a new way, feeling stronger every day. We are building a new way. We are working to be free. We are working to be free. hate and greed and jealousy.